This video is going to be all about the technical side to singing and a lot of the tricks that I've used over the years to improve my vocal range or my tone or just generally my versatility when singing different genres. I think the most important thing for a singer to have is a solid warm-up routine, and within this the most valuable technique is lip rolls. The first thing you want to do is have a fairly consistent airflow to get consistent vibration on your lips, so you go, you just want to get comfortable with that, and then once you've done that you'll start to add tones and notes to the lip roll and then work through scales. So you'll have and you can work with that doing more staccato style or more connected notes. The reason why lip rolls are so good is it's very similar to what the vocal cords do. You're trying to pass airflow through your lips to keep them oscillating at the same speed, and if you're keeping your lips making that sound, it means that you have a very consistent airflow. It'll help you sustain your notes longer, it'll help you be on pitch straight into the notes rather than kind of riding up into it like it sometimes happens for singers. So yeah, you want to have those in every warm-up. The next thing is siren noises. So you want to be quite nasally with these, and you want to go softer when you get to the high point in it. So you go, and you kind of just work up the same kind of theory. A good visualization for this is like an elastic band. So you've got an elastic band like this, and you stretch it a bit, and then you go back down, and you stretch a bit further, and then back down, then to the top. You might pop out when you get to your limit, like you might have a voice crack. So just go back down to the low point, go to the thing just before it, and then start working it back down again. And that makes sure that you've got your vocal muscles nice and loose because you've worked through the whole range. And then the last warm-up technique that's just really good fundamental base to have is working with something like a piano or a guitar and just going through the scales with that, because then you can reference your pitch against it, you know exactly what it is, and after a certain while it'll be second nature to almost know what the note's going to sound like before it's been played. And for people with good pitch, like perfect pitch, they'll almost have like a virtual piano in their minds. They'll know where the notes are, so it's useful for everyone. And everyone will definitely improve their pitch by using an instrument as a reference point. I suppose you could use anything really, as long as it's in tune. Yeah. So now into the more kind of niche area of singing, I suppose, but most vocal coaches will teach this. You want to try and take advantage of your mask when you sing. It can affect your ability to get straight into a clean note. It can change the tone of the note. In general, it can help with your confidence too when singing, and confidence is a big part of especially live performance, because you have to believe you're going to get into the note, or otherwise you might get into it, but yeah, it's not going to go quite as well. So anyway, when you're using a mask, a general good rule is you want to smile with the notes, because this is going to open up your airways, kind of just the lines, things. I don't have all the terminology for this, but I do know from just watching other singers, rock singers like Miles Kennedy, he's one of my main reference points since I started. And you can see when he goes for high notes, it's very like it's kind of a smile from the cheeks almost. And with this, when you do that, you can actually get this really kind of tenor quality sound to your notes. So if you're going for a higher note, you can kind of imagine it like you're singing in the upper part of your head. So you go, and I'm exaggerating it there, but it's that really thin quality, and it comes from that smile position. If you were to try and do the same note in a more chesty way, maybe like a singer like Corey Taylor, it'd be much more on your lower diaphragm, and you kind of imagine the note being pushed down a bit, so you'd be yeah, so you want to just kind of play around with that kind of mouth positions, smiling. In general, you always want your mouth to be loose and you don't want to strain, like I referenced in the other video. That's just a really important rule, don't strain. But yeah, those are the main things that I use, and then it's just having fun with different songs and experimenting. So yeah.